this song about the underdog because I really think we have all had moments when we felt like no one believed in us. Or maybe someone told you that you weren't good enough, strong enough, smart enough, or anything enough to do something. But I want to remind you that you are the only one who gets to decide what you can and cannot do, who you are and who you are, because you are the writer of your own story. And you're the only writer. And that is because you're the only one in your arena.
The critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, who at best knows the triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly.
guys. Oh my God. You guys are such troopers for coming out to a show and it was pouring rain when you left your house. And you had good faith that that rain would go away. And even if it didn't, I have a feeling you guys would still be here. And so would we. So guys, thank you so much for enduring all of that and for coming out tonight and for bringing us back here to your beautiful state. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So I'm curious, how many of you guys, is this your first Lindsey Stirling concert experience? Oh, okay, well welcome all of you who are here the first time. And I guess my next question, how many of you have been to one of our shows before? All right. Well, thank you so much for coming back. And you know, because I know there's a lot of people that return to the shows, every time I tour, I like to do something that I've never done before. One, as a challenge to myself, but also to keep you guys guessing. And on this tour, I think honestly, I've faced one of my biggest fears yet, and I decided to go back to my roots. Not my Scottish roots, but my classical roots. Growing up, what actually made me fall in love with the violin was classical music. And I played pretty much only classical music from the time I was 6 years old till I was 20. And that's when I started to experiment with different styles. And I really kind of stepped away from classical music for a while. But I want to tell all my young, aspiring violinists in the crowd that classical music is the most important foundation that you can have as a violinist, in my humble opinion. Those are all the parents. They're like, listen to her. That's why you bought the tickets, I know. But seriously though, it is because I was a classical musician that I can do what I do. I can play and even move the way I move. So anyways, I decided on this tour for the first time ever, I would perform a classical piece for y'all. So with no further ado, this is me paying homage to the one, the only, the great rock star of his time, Bach. I'm gonna try to dry off these very slippery fingers. Oh my gosh, it is very humid tonight. It's a slip and slide up here, so wish me luck as I play Toccata and Fugue. extra big round of applause to welcome back Sarah for Walk Off the Earth.
Don't need a hero to save me. I'm not a girl to set free. There's nothing you did to me. I've always been this way. I might be strong, I might be weak. There might be a part of me that I won't let you keep. On this road, I've come this far. I don't need a man to hold my hand. I just want one to hold my heart. Don't be afraid to hold it. And the thorns have roses. I know I can stand alone. I can't love on my own. I might be strong, I might be weak. There might be a part of me that I will let. On this road, I've come this far. I don't need a man to hold my hand. I just want one to hold my heart. Want you 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 to hold my heart. I might be strong, I might be weak. I might be a part of me. On this road, I've come this far. I don't need a man to hold my hand. I just want one to hold me. Someone to hold my heart.
This one's a little scary. ago, I asked people on social media to send me videos of them playing this song, The Upside. And I tell you, I got videos from people all over the country, actually all over the world, and I picked several people to join me on stage in certain cities. And I picked someone from the audience tonight. And so I need you guys to give a big welcome to the stage for Katerina! Your outfit is amazing! I love your costume! Okay, Katerina, where are you from?
Moses Lake, Washington.
Okay! You got yourself a hometown girl tonight, all right. Are you ready to do this?
Yes.
Okay, so when the moment is right, I will count you in, and the stage is yours. Okay. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody get up for Katerina! Okay, we're gonna go back and forth to the bridge. Give it up one more time for Katerina! With the costume change, so cool! Thank you so much. And I will say, out of any of the guests that we've had, she is the only guest that came with choreography for me. I am all about it, I love it. So anyways, thank you guys so much.
read a study 15 years ago done by Dr. Masuro Emoto where he took hundreds of vials of water, put them in different environments, and then viewed these water molecules under a microscope. Out of all the variables in the experiment, the thing that impressed me the most was how words affected the water. Mere words. A microscopic view revealed that when harmful words reflecting hate or betrayal were spoken to or even written on these vials, the water crystallized into these jagged, meaningless shapes. However, when words manifesting love and gratitude surrounded the water, the molecules crystallized into symmetrical, beautiful snowflakes. It's kind of crazy, but it gives the phrase inner beauty a whole new meaning. Okay, you might be thinking, sure, this is fantastic research for all the depressed water droplets out there. But how does this relate to me? Well, my friend, you are made up of over 75% water. So when you think and speak kindly to yourself, you are physically changing your molecular structure to create patterns and strength within. Time to get personal. When I discovered Dr. Emoto's water study, I was actually in a really dark place. I was severely anorexic, and because of that, I was depressed, and honestly, I hated myself, truly. But I wanted to change. After discovering this water study, I figured, why not start this change with words? So, I began to listen to my inner dialogue and was shocked at how cruel I was capable of being to myself. It took a long time, but with the help of therapy, I trained my mind to speak lovingly to myself. Within a few years, I went from being a girl who wanted to disappear to a woman who believed in herself enough to share herself with the world. I truly believe that no matter where you're at today, that you can change. And that is how each one of us has the capability of changing this world. But it all has to start within you. All it takes to begin is a kind word or a positive thought. So make a difference. Crystallize.
help us all keep warm. And I'm going to tell you a little something. So, several months ago, I got in a really bad habit of comparing myself to everybody around me. And I mean like every situation. I was comparing my music to other artists' music. I was comparing my show to other artists' show. I was comparing my life to my friends' lives who have kids and husbands and families and things that I thought I would have at this point in my life. And as I looked at all these other lifestyles and things around me, the thought that kept coming to my mind was I would look at my own life and think, what's the point? Does any of this mean anything? And one day, I was talking to my therapist. Thank heavens for therapy, am I right? And she's like, okay, Lindsey, first of all, is there anyone who likes your music? She's like, even just a few people. Are there a few people that like your art? And I said, yes, I think so. She said, okay. And she said, second question, Lindsey, do you still love it? And I said, absolutely, yes. She goes, there it is. The answer to your question, what's the point? She says, there it is. You get to do something that you love, and you get to bring other people joy doing it. That is the point. And then she continued, she said, who is it that convinced us all that bigger is better and that more is more? And I want to tell you something about the comparison game that I have learned, and that is that it's a lose-lose situation. Because even if you win the current comparison that you're making, you are still giving value to a way of thinking that says, in order to feel good about myself, I have to be better than someone else. And that's not a fair reality. That's not a reality I want to live in. And so I want to just remind you guys not to miss your own life. Not to miss out on what makes your life special. Because we have all worked really hard to be the people we are and to be in the situations we're in. And it's going to be different than someone else's. But I'm so grateful that I stopped looking from side to side because it allowed me to look at my own life and be so grateful for it. And that's the antidote for comparison, is gratitude. And I just want to say, I'm so grateful for the show I get to put on every night, for my team, my band, my dancers, all of us that work so hard to put this on. And also, I am so grateful for every single one of you for choosing to be here with us tonight and spend your evening with us and literally make my dream come true. I just want to remind you one more time, that answer to that question, what's the point? The point is to shine bright in the space that you're in for the people that you're around. That's what changes the world piece by piece, and that's what makes a life worth living. Also, speaking of my band, I want you guys to give a big round of applause for my boys. Give it up for Drew Steen on the drums and the cymbals. And give it up for Ryan Riveros on the keys and guitar. This tour has been so special, and we have loved getting to share the stage with them every night. Also, something else that I have loved tonight, my friend over here. I just have to know, you in the sparkly cape, what's your name? Eric? Oh, you're gonna make me cry, Eric. You're gonna make me cry. I will sign those. Actually, Eric, I would like to meet you after the show. I would like to meet you. You're giving me so much life up here from the moment I walked on this stage. I spotted you, and I was like, I love that man. So, Eric, if you go to the merch booth, and if anyone else finds a sparkly cape and pretends to be Eric, I will know. Okay, I'm gonna meet you. All right, you guys, this next song is a really special one to me because I wrote it about my dad. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. My dad passed away several years ago, and lately I have just been feeling him a lot. And I've had many moments where I have felt that he is guiding me or he's looking out for me. And I really do believe that we all have guardian angels that are so much closer than we think. And they're helping us along this, what can be sometimes a very difficult life. And so this goes out to all of your guardians. And tonight especially, this one's for you, Dad. Extra loud for some members of my team that I have not gotten to introduce yet to you. So please give a huge round of applause for my amazing dancers, Annalise Toccata! Taylor Gagliano! And your hometown girl from here in Washington, Morgan Kennedy! And
I can't hear the voice inside me, so I look up to the stars.